I've locked up the commando vehicle and let's head on out. Looks like the trail is pretty well kept up today. You see these big tree-like weeds here on either side. A lot of times that's all over, covers the trail entirely. There is a society of like trail angels that tries to keep this mowed and groomed. It's a nice day to get out. It's not too hot. Lately we've had like all the whole month of August and September, almost every single day, 100 degrees in the shade. 100 degrees, every bit of it. Desert heat. Very dry. Hardly any rain. It did rain yesterday. You can see the puddles here. Even though it did not rain, I used my trusty water barrels this year to keep my garden pretty well watered, and it turned out pretty good. I lost a few plants, and some onions didn't really turn out that great, but the tomatoes we had tons of them. Alright, so yesterday it was just pouring down rain all morning long, and I really wanted to go hiking. It cooled off, it was overcast, and I decided, well, I'll go to it. We have like a Tractor Supply here. They have all kinds of rugged workwear and things like that. So I said, I need some rain boots, like low top for hiking, and some rain gear. And I went and bought some, and as soon as I was finished getting it, it quit raining. It got sunny again, hot, humid, blazing humidity. So I said, forget it. Just forget it. Today it's a little bit better. I wanted to take you guys with me. It's kind of scenic here. It's different from the types of videos that I had been making the past couple of years. I decided to get back to grassroots. When I was doing the show Bug Out Shelters, it originally was supposed to be about bugging out and backpacks, bug out bags, and doing some hiking. Bug out vehicles, that type of thing. And over time it's just, kind of morphed into something different, and I'm trying to get back to grassroots. Start taking some of these trips. Hiking trips, get out in nature a little bit. No matter what the weather. Bad weather really doesn't bother me that much. I just don't really like it when it's just too, just like freakishly hot and dry. Freakishly hot. As you can see that this bridge is like on a kind of a gimbal. It's very well engineered. It's not a swinging bridge. It's actually rigid with a cable system. Quite a thing it is. A little bit stiff today. My knees aren't the best anymore. It's very jungly here. You can really, it's just, this lines the entire trail here. Look at that, man. Can you imagine having to hack through all that? you could hide in there. Not too many people would come looking for you in there, unless they had thermal imagery on a chopper. Have any of you all been doing any hiking this year in your area? Say below in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. That's the thing is that everybody, I'm guilty of this too. We've done all these gear reviews. We love our equipment. But does anybody ever use any of that stuff half the time? You know, it's okay to collect, I guess, you know, especially military surplus. We've all got like a passion for that. And, you know, camping gear, we know what's the best stuff, that sort of thing. But I decided I needed to really get out more and really put things to the test. Now, on this rig, it's just a Camelbak. But I wanted something that was stripped down, that wasn't like even a small, like the Drago gear, like the like the 30-liter packs, any of that kind of stuff. I wanted something that was just had the minimum amount of space on it. So I had to make it myself. I'm carrying the minimal amount of equipment, absolute minimum, because I'm just going on a short hike. But things happen. I've seen a lot of cases, people thought they were just going out just for a quick trip, and they end up hiking 10 miles, or they lose their canteen. I've had that happen to myself. I've seen people in bad shape, didn't realize what they were getting into. Just a short hike can turn into a semi-disaster. Or at least, you know, like a rough afternoon. Just recently there were some people that were on a four-wheeler, and they were in pretty deep woods around here in this area, and one of them had an accident, and they were stuck out there overnight. I don't know what kind of supplies they had, but I do know that the wife was with the guy. The guy got hurt. The woman made a fire and kept him warm and helped him with his injuries until they got rescued. They stayed in the same place. And now why she couldn't get out, I don't know. I don't know what the real circumstances, but I do know that the search and rescue team had to go get him. Had to go looking for him, help him out. All right, let's take a better look at this. So it's just a hydration system with a twist. I put this Molly panel on there. I just kind of rigged it up. Nothing fancy. I just looped it through the loops that were already on it. It's canted a little bit. It's not perfect. A lot of the weight is towards the bottom anyway. I just added that there if I need to hook a harness to it or whatever. Anyway, that's the simple setup right there. And so I took this pouch of some sort, just maybe a commercial. That might be, I don't know if that's the issue or not. Little pouch there with just the basic amount of survival equipment in it. So what I have in here, as we've talked about this before, we've got navigation, and in this bag I have some just little energy bars. Just nature bars is all that. And the trash, and this bag that they came in, it's good to have something like this on you because you can pack out your trash that way. So you won't be littering up the forest floor. Always remember that. I have my junky cell phone with me. And just a pocket knife, nothing fancy. And you could say, well, you know, you could take your SOG with you or your Leatherman tool or whatever. Yeah, sure, but that's just extra stuff, man. I mean, it's just extra stuff. This stuff you know you can use if you get, if you have to stay out here overnight. If you have to stay out here overnight, you know you'll use all this stuff up. It's the stuff that you know that you'll need. As far as the food's concerned, you know, these are, I got, you know, 5 or 6 bars in there. These are things you know you can eat, and you can kind of like ration them out too. You can conserve them, and you don't have to cook them. You can just eat them on the go. And if you have enough, if you're not injured really bad, if you have enough food and water, you will have enough energy to walk out of most any situation that you'll find yourself in. You'll be able to walk to and get out if everything else fails. And it'll be, you know, comfort food too. At least you'll have that. Because the last time that happened to me, I was on a trail and I was with some other people, and they were girls, and one of them was a 23-year-old girl, the other one was like, you know, my age, and I knew one of them. We just happened to be with a group hike, and they got left behind. And they were crying and carrying on. And we lost the map that we were on, that we were using, and oh boy, at least I had some food on me. You know, I was thinking to myself, you know, they didn't have anything, and let's just say that I kept my food secret. But you know, I really didn't know them very well, and they were crying and carrying on because they got, you know, left behind by their group. They weren't my group. It's just one of those stories, yeah. When it comes to survival, man, I'm telling you, it's everybody for themselves. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So all that's in that little pouch right there.